Welcome to this session on professionalism in TVET. We are going to study the attributes of professionalism. So for this particular session, we want to look at this observation checklist that we can be able to use to make an assessment of whether a trainer is demonstrating attributes of a professional. So when you look at these areas, on this column we have the professional attribute, and then we have the way the scoring is supposed to be done. The scoring is on a scale of 1 to 4. We have 1 representing an attribute that would be considered unacceptable. When you give a score of 2, it means that the attribute is below expectation. Number 3, it means the person is meeting expectation. And then number 4, the trainer is exceeding expectation. And then once you give your rating here, it is good to make your observation. If somebody probably did not meet expectation, you can always comment on areas that they need to improve. And if somebody is meeting expectation or they are exceeding expectation, you can also be able to make an appropriate comment that would encourage this person. So we want to be able to look at these aspects, and as you observe the aspects, you should be able to make a scoring on the basis of the judgment that you make. So we are going to look at each of these aspects one by one. That can be able to assist you to know how to do the scoring. So on professional appearance, basically what you'll be looking at is how the person has presented themselves. Are they presenting themselves with the right attire? Do they look properly groomed in terms of neatness, cleanliness? The kind of attire they have worn, is it properly pressed out? You may also want to check, for example, if they are in a workshop, whether they are in the appropriate attire. For example, use of an overcoat and overall. Are they wearing protective gear or even boots where necessary? And so it is important that this particular person provides the right image, and from your observation you can be able to give your scoring as it's indicated here. On work ethics, maybe what you might want to look at, it is whether the trainer is observing the professional code of ethics, and particularly maybe in this case, maybe you can be able to check, is this person able to accomplish the tasks that they have planned for the day or for a particular session? How are they conducting themselves? Are they demonstrating ethical behavior as they relate with the trainees? Are they demonstrating aspects of being morally, upright? The way they handle their mobile phones, are they showing evidence of, telephone etiquette? You do not want to imagine somebody who is in a training session and is taking calls and taking too long. There is the telephone etiquette that should be observed, and even the way he or she communicates with the trainees. So you can be able to make a judgment on the way this person is conducting themselves, whether they are observing work ethics or not. Coming to the aspect of being organized, we want to be able to check how they have organized their workspace. Is it neat? Does he have the tools and equipments properly placed? And are they accessible in terms of in case he or she needs to use them? If he has a presentation to make, has he prepared all the materials he needs in advance, so that he does not cause any unnecessary delay? So you want to see somebody who is organized in the way they do their things, and you can be able to give the appropriate scoring. Talking about positive attitude, professionals are expected to maintain a professional can-do attitude while working, and we know that the attitude that he portrays can have an impact on the behavior of the trainees, and it can also be able to affect their morale. So is he demonstrating a positive disposition towards work? And how is this having an influence on the trainees that he is interacting with? So we want somebody who is very positive, somebody who is very enthusiastic, and somebody who can maintains the same attitude of the trainees. Talking about expertise, we want also to be able to see whether this particular trainer is properly skilled. You can be able to tell in the manner in which he is he confident, composed, in what he's imparting? Would you say that he's accurate? Is he following the procedures of how a certain task should be done? How is he demonstrating soft skills? For example, leadership, teamwork, people skills. So this is very key, because we did mention that a professional should be one who has the competence, somebody who is expertised and experienced, so that he can be able to deliver the results that the client wants. So you can be able to tell and gauge the level of expertise as you make your observation. So moving on, we want to look at another attribute, and that is respect. Respect is very important because professionals are expected to treat others with utmost respect. They should be able to engage other people in conversations and showing sensitivity to other people. They should also be able to know what kind of people they are dealing with, and ideally when their clients feel respected, they are talked to well, they are given the necessary support that they need. That one has a positive influence in the way they perform their work. So are they being respectful to their clients, the trainees, and even when interacting with the people that he or she may come across in the workplace? The other aspect is enthusiasm. Enthusiasm basically means showing interest in the things that he or she is doing and getting pressure from them. It means having an active and motivated attitude towards work, and this makes the person feel satisfied in getting things done and also accomplishing the task. So enthusiasm is very important, because if you do not have passion, you do not have interest, you will not have the drive to do what you are supposed to do. So you can easily be able to tell somebody who is enjoying what they are doing. And so it is also an aspect that is very important in demonstrating the attribute of professionalism. Next, we have the quality being focused. Now, when you say somebody should be focused, it means that they are very clear about what they want to achieve. He or she understands what they need to accomplish, and they recognize the importance of remaining focused, because ultimately it improves the quality of their work being done, and also it makes the client to feel satisfied with the kind of service that they are receiving. So it is important for a professional to be focused in what they are doing. They should know what they want to accomplish, and they should be able to maintain that focus until they are able to accomplish. It is in training the trainee, it is important to ensure that you remain focused in the realization of the training outcomes, and it is the joy of both the trainee and the trainer to be able to see the trainee actually being able to accomplish the goals that he or she has set when they come for the training. The other aspect is on creativity. On creativity, it is important to demonstrate creativity as you undertake your professional practice, because Ideally, as you continue to work, you will be able to experience many challenges, many problems. And so you should be, as a creative person, a professional should be able to generate or recognize ideas, alternatives, or even possibilities that may be useful in solving problems and even in communication with others. So creativity is very key because sometimes things may not work out the way it is expected. Challenges will come along the way, uncertainties, and a professional is expected to use their wisdom to be able to know what to do rather than feel that they do not know what is expected of them. And then we are going to talk about the aspect of professional language. And when we talk about professional language, here we are looking at, somebody who is able to demonstrate, use of appropriate language in the workplace. They minimize the use of slang. They minimize the use of insults. They are very conscious of the way they communicate, whether in a formal or an informal setting. And so this will basically have an impact on their image, on the way people perceive them. And so it is important that as a professional, you check whether this person is able to communicate well. So these are some of the attributes that you can be able to check when you're doing your assessment of a trainer, to see whether they are meeting the professional attributes of a trainer. And what is important is that once you do your rating here, you can be able to give your comments and assist this person to become a better person as they undertake their professional practice. Thank you very much for listening to me. I hope you have been able to benefit from this session. Thank you.